What is going on, mortals? Mortal T here, and welcome to How to Tame, a series where I will be covering all of the tamable dinos in art, going over the best way to tame them and going over the features / abilities if they have any. But first, a small disclaimer. All this taming is done on a boosted server, but the taming method is exactly the same that you would have to use on an official server. But if you're playing on an official server, you should know by now that it's going to take you a lot longer to gather resources and a lot longer to do the taming. But without the way, let's just get to what we're going to be taming today. So you might have seen it flying around in the background. It is one of the first flyers you will probably ever get on Ark, which is the Pteranodon, or the Pteranodon, because it's got the P in front of the T, so Pteranodon, or just the Pteranodon. However you wish to pronounce it. So here it is in all its glory. So how the hell are we going to tame one of these? Well, it is a knockout tame, so we're going to need something, obviously, to knock it out with. Hang on. There's a monkey running. Why is the monkey running? Weird. So yes, Pteranodon is probably one of the first flyers you will get. And it can be rather hard to get it. If it's not on the ground, it's up in the air, and up in the air is a bit harder to get it, but it is not impossible to get. But if it lands on the ground, make sure you have some bowlers with you, because you can bowler it. And if you're really good, you could probably bowler it out of the sky. I am not that good with bowlers. As you can see, it just seems to turn every time. So what? Okay, it's coming down. And I missed it again. So what the hell are we going to use to get it down from the ground? Because Pteranodons do not attack you. But if you have some rare flowers, I advise you to take them and get in the air with them. That means on an Argent or on a Quetzal or something, then go ahead and eat one of your rare flowers, because it creates an effect. If it'll let me eat them, can I eat it? Really weird. It's because I'm up in the air and not on a flyer. But I really want to be careful before I do this. So let's go and do this the proper way, shall we? Let's just make this easy. And doing it properly, so you mortals know exactly how to do this. So if you've got a Pteranodon that's like seems to be stuck in the air and never lands, or it's way out in the middle of the ocean or water. Okay, are you going to land now just to pee me off? What are you going to need? You're going to need some rare flowers and a flyer. Then, once you're up in the air next to the Pteranodon, eat one of your rare flowers. You'll create this effect, which will make the Pteranodon aggressive to you. But it will also make other creatures around you aggressive as well towards you. So be very careful. As you can see, I have got a beaver coming over to attack me as well. But the Pteranodon is also trying to do its best to attack me. So, while it is in this agitated state... Where's it gone? Try and get it. Try and trank it as best you can. But the best way is probably, if it lands on the ground, bowler it to get it stuck, but then just trank it in the head to get it down as quickly as you possibly can. So, once you have got your Pteranodon down, what are we going to need to tame it? Well, its favourite kibble is dodo kibble. So, kaboom, we got some dodo kibble right there. And to make the dodo kibble, so you can get a perfect tame Pteranodon, you're going to need dodo eggs, obviously, 1 rock carrot, 1 cooked meat, 2 measure berries, and 3 fibres, which can be cooked in the cooking pot or the industrial grill. But that is not the only thing you can tame it with. It is a carnivore, so it will eat any type of meat. So I'm going to go through the list of meats in the order that are best effective just to let you more know. So we got raw mutton, raw prime meat, cooked lamb chops, cooked prime meat, raw prime fish meat, raw meat, cooked prime fish meat, cooked meat, raw fish meat, and cooked fish meat. In that order, exactly. So we're just waiting for the food to go down so it can eat its kibble and get up and be all happy and everything, and then we'll have a new Pteranodon. It should be really close. No, it's not. It's about 60 done. I think it takes about 90 food for the kibble to work. So yeah, if you are going to use a method where you are using the rare flowers, like I said, be really careful, because it will attract other animals that are not really aggressive, will automatically just catch aggression and come and get you. But I think it is the best possible way to lure a Pteranodon to you, so you can get it closer to the ground. So either you can bowl it or you can just trank it outright. It's up to you. I'm just saying, be careful. So, come on. That's 80, isn't it? Go with 10 more points. Okay, moving on. Boom! So we have our Pteranodon. So like I said earlier on, this is probably one of the first flyers you will ever get your hands on. And probably want to get your hands on because of its speed. And we've got an amazing looking one here. We've got a green, blue and black one. So you can get a saddle for these, so you can ride them. And you unlock it at level 38. So kaboom! There we go. Looking good. And now we can fly. Oh yes, we can fly. Boom! Awesome. And we got the barrel roll, which is one of the Pteranodon's special features. Also, it is the only flyer that is able to do the barrel roll. It does increase its damage. So let's see, what level is this Bronto? I'm going to try and show you. So not speed. I'm going to do a normal bite, which is doing 4,000 damage. And then we're going to turn around and barrel roll it and doing 12,000 damage. 12,000 damage. So it multiplies it by a hell of a lot. Now it multiplies it about 3 times, which is really cool. But you only have the chance to do a barrel roll every 3 seconds, I do believe. When the Pteranodon first came out for Ark, you could do it all the time, but they did limit it now until you can only do it once every 3 seconds, which is a pain in the bum, because it doesn't just give you an extra damage boost, it also gives you an extra speed boost temporarily. I want to try and show this out as best as I possibly can. So we're going to Orbicam, please. So we're going to fly straight forward. I'm going to zoom out. So we're going pretty fast here. Then you do get a slight increase in speed. It's not major, but it does give you a certain jump of speed. We're going to go slower to try and emphasize this a bit more. So we go. This is the normal speed, and we go. Boom. I don't know, I think it does give you a slight increase, but that is about it. As you can see, I don't know why you saw it better there, that was just super weird. But you also need to be careful of its stamina, so make sure you pump, not oxygen, stamina. So let's go and land. I'm going to try and barrel roll into these and go, hiya! And eat all this food up. Make sure you don't go in the water because it will just kick you off, and you don't want that to happen. And then we need to land for stamina, because the barrel rolling will take more stamina than just normal flying. Its stamina regen is pretty quick though, so you will not have to stay on the ground for long. There we go. I want to try and show you this speed boost a bit. It seems a bit weird. It does give you a slight jump when you start the barrel roll. It's hard to notice it, but you can. If we do it from this angle, you should see the Pteranodon get a tiny bit smaller when it does it. Because look at that, it sort of jumps. I don't know. If you've always been playing Ark for a long time, you should know what I mean. It does jump a tiny bit, gives you a tiny bit more of a speed just so you can get somewhere faster. And that is what the Pteranodon is built for, is speed. Because the Pteranodon is the fly that is meant for scouting. It's meant for scouting missions. So if you're playing PvP, you get a Pteranodon and you pump it with some health and some stamina so it can go and scout for you, so you can go scout people's bases as quick as you possibly can. But you can also use it to get into people bases as well. Even if they have auto turrets and they have plant species X, because of the Pteranodon's speed and the ability to do this barrel roll, gives it a tiny bit extra speed, and it makes it so the auto turrets and the plant species X cannot target you efficiently like. So it gives you a tiny bit on an advantage if you're trying to get into a certain area of a base. What the hell is that for a purple drop? And loading for some reason. Loading, there we go, thank you. Let's just pump some of these points. So health is always a good start for a Pteranodon because it does have low health. Stamina is always good as well. Maybe some weight and some melee damage. That is what I would pump. But it all depends on how you are going to play on a PvP server. If you just want a Pteranodon purely for speed, for scouting, you will just pump health and stamina. That is what you'll pump because you can no longer pump speed. So for a proper scouting party, you're going to pump a lot of health and a lot of stamina so you can continually do these barrel rolls without stopping for stamina. Let's go and try this purple drop. Let's go. Whoosh. Here we go. Oh. Oh. Here we go. Well, this is the red one, but it's one of the worst. Oh, crap. One of the worst places to get attacked. And we got a fog, so we cannot see anything anyway. And my Pteranodon's on constantly poop now. Good to know. Shouldn't have landed. And oh, okay. Look at this Tyrannosaurus saddle. And now my Pteranodon is going to constantly poop until its health is gained up, which is kind of annoying. And it's losing all this food. But otherwise, mortals, that is the basics on the Pteranodon. It is a scouting flying dino, but it will be one of the first flyers you will get your hands on. But with the ability to barrel roll will make it a force to be reckoned with, because you can make quick dives in and out of combat, doing the maximum amount of damage as you possibly can with that barrel roll. You go into a group of enemies, you barrel roll, it's going to like ×3 on your damage, and so you're going to sweep in, do the barrel roll, do all the damage, and fly back out straight away before anyone can try and do anything to you. Which is really, really good. And that's why most people have Pteranodons. For an all-purpose dino, not just for a scouting dino. But anyway, mortals, that is all the information about the Pteranodon. So I hope you found this helpful. And if it does help you out in any way, show that like button who's boss by punching it in the face. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And as always, mortals, don't forget to share it with your family and your friends. And around the world. But that is it. I am Mortal T, and I Ouch.